Hey, brave scholars. Well, that was rough. That was tough. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I could go over all the things I liked and disliked, but I don't think that's really the point. Um, so, let me just express a couple things to you as my last address to you before the summer. Um, I'm still disappointed. Okay, I'm still grieving that I didn't get to launch rockets with the freshmen. I'm grieving that I didn't get to see the final projects in person in astrophysics. I'm grieving that I didn't get to pull those projects together for mini STEAM and actually see projects on the dome. And perhaps most is I didn't get to share the progress of my STEAM learners' stories to the entire public uh, in the planetarium. That's something that I always work really hard to get them to get ready. And the class works really hard to get that going as well. I mean, it's disappointing. It really is. Um, and of course, I'm still trying to figure out what the new normal is going to look like in our house. It's tough, you know. Um, we are still in the storm. This isn't cleared. We're still in the storm. It's still lightning and thunder. We're all in our individual boats, which might be a little bit different, but we are strung together. We're helping each other out. That's part of the Valley Village, as Dr. Orndorff says. And so we're still going, and this storm is going to be one that doesn't just magically, stops very quickly like a thunderstorm. It's going to be one that sort of, you know, creeps up, creeps away. You know what I'm talking about. It's going to take a while, okay? So what's next, right? Summer, all right? Take this time to recharge, okay? Take this time to do something for yourself, to make yourself feel better. Do what you need to do to be ready for next year, okay? Um, Take the break, do it, okay? Okay, so I mentioned next year. What does that look like? I don't know. Okay? I honestly don't. The admin doesn't know. I haven't really been talking with them much. Um, and they haven't told me anything that's not public knowledge. But if I were a betting man, and this is just my personal opinion, um, I would bank on there being a lot of virtual stuff next year. Okay? Just put that in your mind. I don't want you to think we're going to get right back to normal. I just don't see it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That'd be great. Okay. If we do go back to normal, that'd be fantastic. I'd be over the moon, and I'll admit that I was wrong. But if I was a betting man, I would say be prepared to do a lot of work at home. Okay, to do a lot of learning at home. And of course, the facilitators, we're going to be working our butts off to make sure that we make it the best that we can for you and not do anything that is completely pointless. Okay, but with that said, you need to prepare yourself. Let me give you an example. So Socorso is at in first grade, and next year for second grade, we also don't know what's going to go on. But what we have done is, or what we are going to do, what we've planned, is we are going to set aside a corner of a room for his own desk with all of the stuff that he needs. That will be his spot. He needs a place. Can't just be the kitchen table for him. He needs a spot that is dedicated to his stuff. Okay? We're also working with him. We're talking with him about how he works best, like what approaches have worked well. Bribing him with, 10 minutes of iPad time for 10 minutes of work kind of gets it done, but it's not necessarily healthy, and 10 of the iPad turns into 15. You know what I mean. But we're thinking about it, and we're making a plan. Okay? I'd love to send him to school next year, but we'll see how that works. So just be ready. You don't have to be completely 100% ready, but just be mentally prepared that it's going to be different next year. Okay? Understand that you will probably be working and learning without that teacher hovering over you, making sure you're doing the work and doing it right. So, that being said, I encourage you to think ahead. But take this time for yourself, okay? And get ready for the future. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an interesting year next year, and I think it could actually be really interesting and really shape education for the future. And you're going to be part of that. You are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. You are the next generation. You are the ones who can take this situation and make positive changes and really run with this and make it awesome. Because I know that if you know my philosophy, it's that you are capable of much more than you or society give credit for. Give yourself credit for. They give you credit. You know what I mean? You can do this. I believe in you. And I know that you're going to make this awesome. But that being said, this summer, stay safe and be brave.